It has been, I'm going to say, 9 years and counting
Yep.
since we have done one of these.
Our hair is gray. Our faces are wrinkled.
Our balls are hanging below our knees.
They are touching the ground.
Was the last time we did one of these, it was still I Suck Sticks?
No, I looked at it. It looks like there's one, maybe two
VCWs?
VCW. I guess for Mania this year.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So this is VCW, Hearts Wrestling, episode 15. We are
Or 3, depending on
or 3,
how you're
depending.
looking
Yeah.
at it.
We are a mere 85 episodes away from the big 100. And at the current pace, we will do it long after we're dead.
Way, way past we're dead.
Yeah.
We'll be in the ground, buried, and tiny bugs will be feasting on our ass.
Especially with your current health situation.
It's improved.
What does that mean?
It's not as bad as it was.
It's been proved.
I said it's improved.
Oh, I thought you said it's been proved.
No.
I'm like, what could that mean?
It has improved.
Okay. All right.
You, sir,
It has.
are drunk.
It's been proved. First of all, it's been proven. Past participle. Let's get our grammar right.
Yes, let's correct the grammar on the thing that you heard incorrectly.
Yep. And plus, this is grammar cast, right?
Grammarcast, yeah.
Yeah.
We are correcting one another's grammar.
CM Punk has a grammar cast.
To whom
And CM
am I
Punk-
speaking?
Ending a sentence with a preposition is something up with which I will not put.
Boo. Boo.
Boo. So what's up?
You know,
It's December of the 2015.
yeah. Watched some fights and then kicked our two asshole friends out of the house.
Yep. Got Trim the Fat.
Trim the fat. Most of it being Dan's gut and Kelly's dick.
Yep. Those are the fat parts.
Both of which we got to see today.
Yeah. It's been a big day. And what better to close out a big day than talking about various things wrestling.
Yeah, late night on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
When we have nothing better to do with our lives.
Well, we've, as you said, we watched some fights. We watched an Irish jerk beat up a Brazilian nice guy. We watched
with a wrecked face.
with a wrecked face. We've done several standing 69s.
Mostly Dan and Kelly.
Mostly Dan and
It was
Kelly.
mostly their bag, but
Yeah. So yeah, this seems like the way to wrap it up. So this is actually going to be an unprecedented episode because since this will be the fourth one, I believe, since January of 2013, the year of our Lord, we have done a New Japan Tokyo Dome show preview, and normally recorded that preview the day of the Tokyo Dome show, and then posted it like a week after it happens when it's kind of fucking useless.
yeah.
So,
But hey, at least we're doing it before it starts.
yes, for us it makes sense.
Yes.
We're not recording a preview after it happens,
No.
because that would be psycho shit.
Yes. That would be some Conor McGregor serial killer shit.
Yeah. So no, but today we are recording this in the second week of December, and might actually post this before the first week of January. But no promises.
Feels weird.
I might hang on to this for a month.
Feels weird.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just put it off.
Yeah.
Cancel the whole thing. We'll rebook,
Call it off.
We'll rebook it.
We'll talk to you guys in January. Bye.
Bye.
Good podcast. But since we're there, we might as well do it. What do you say?
If we have
You
to.
want to give it the old college try?
No.
You want to give it the old middle school try?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that.
So we'll stand on one side of the room, girls stand on the other side of the room.
Pass notes to each other.
Yeah. No touching, awkward boners.
Yeah. All
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
All the good stuff.
Story
Yeah.
of Daniel
Ah,
Makabe's
memories.
life.
Yeah. And mine, minus the girls, because they went to an all-boys school, so it was just awkward boners on both sides of the gym.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Yep.
Spicy Chinese boners.
First thing Dan said when he found out that Justin and I went to an all-boys school, so did you take Justin to the prom? And I'm like, yes, obviously.
You guys were part of an interracial couple. That's cute.
Yep. Before it was cool.
Before it was cool.
Yeah.
And now, Well, no comments.
It's a little passe now, and some of us have other shit going on.
No, I feel like anything spoken on this would never be heard by a third party.
I feel like it's dicey though, so let's not.
But I was gonna say,
Word travels.
word travels. Yes. Yeah. We can shit talk Dan all we want.
Yeah.
Because not only will Dan never listen to this,
Because he's not on it.
but I will tell him to his face the mean things I say.
Yeah.
And he won't care.
Yeah. Suck it, Dan.
Yeah, Dan, you've got bitch tits.
Well, there it is.
There, in fact, it is.
So there's a Dome show. When is it? January 4th? Which is odd because it's January 4th every single year.
Yep, it's a Monday this year.
Yeah, which is a piss off. It was a Saturday last year, which is sweet. But yeah, this year we're gonna tape it and probably watch it on the Tuesday night.
Weird.
Cause
Calling a bomb threat.
to the Tokyo
To
Dome.
the Tokyo Dome.
Oh, and make them postpone it so we can watch it live on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's not the worst idea I've heard.
No, it'll work.
Okay.
Or call in a bomb threat for every, like, ahead of time, call in a bomb threat for every day after the 4th. But nothing before the 4th.
Right.
So they have to move it to the 2nd or the 3rd.
Oh, I see. Oh, so there will be a bomb every day from the 4th onward. So you better do this
So you
on the 3rd.
better do it on the 2nd or the 3rd.
Okay. I dig that.
And then as soon as it happens, no more bomb threats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can dig that.
Seems like a legit reason. to do
Seems
things.
legit. So, Dome Show card.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. I think it looks really fucking good.
Yeah, it's got potential. But
As
I think
we-
we say that every year, don't we?
We do, and we are usually right. This past year, I think still holds up as the show of the year.
Yeah.
I don't think there's been a better one.
Well, visually, yes. Hearing-wise, no.
Oh, not a Jim Ross fan?
I'm not a Jim Ross and Matt Stryker as a
there was another guy,
team
wasn't there?
fan.
Yes. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I've wrestled on a show with Matt Stryker, and he was lovely, and I have nothing bad to say about him. So there.
You're also on a first-name basis with one former WWE wrestler, Gangrel.
Gangrel. Hey, Scott. My name's Dave. What's up? That's how Gangrel does it. I still am baffled. He could not seem more like the type of guy who would introduce himself as Gangrel. But nope. Dave. Dave Heath. Good guy.
David Heath.
Thanks.
Vampire Warrior.
Vampire in Brooklyn. Nope, that was someone else.
That was a different David Heath.
David Heath also, all right.
Yeah. Different guy.
Good.
Different guy, same name.
That's right. That's why I confuse it. So as we run through this, I will compare it to this past year, which I again consider a show of the year, and will tell you why I think next year is going to be more so the show of the year. Because I am drinking Ghetto's Kool-Aid hard.
Reasonable. Anyways.
Pre-show Rumble?
Pre-show Rumble that we probably won't get to see.
Yeah. It's the same as always.
Featuring everyone who's left over.
Yeah. Which there are some notables left over, namely Evil, who like recently debuted as what was supposed to be a big thing. But,
As shitty Japanese Wrath.
as shitty Japanese Wrath, yes. But they don't have a spot for him, so too bad. You're in the Rumble.
Yep. Or
And your Tenkojis and your Nagatas, which is too bad.
Bushi's and
Bushi.
El Desperado.
Because I don't know if anyone who's still working Noah is going to be
Oh
there.
yeah, I forgot he was there.
Yeah, he's in...
I'm very disappointed that no
Suzuki.
I don't care about this. The rest of the team, they can all suck a giant dick.
But Suzuki.
But Suzuki needs to be on the goddamn Dome show.
I know. I wish he was. And he won't be because the only place he could fit in doesn't make sense and would be a complete waste of him anyway.
Yeah.
Which is too bad because, yeah, he always adds some fun because, what was he? Was it... Oh, it was Suzuki Sakuraba last year, which was super fun.
When he dyed his hair white and came out in all white gear.
And got in, like, fucking sick shape for, like, a 48-year-old.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts.
So
yeah, Rumble is the Rumble, whatever.
yeah, we don't know who's in it. Doesn't really matter who's in it.
It doesn't matter.
Someone
just,
will win.
It's just getting guys a payday.
Getting guys payday and getting guys on a show.
Yeah. Opener.
Opener, presumably. unless this is the official order.
I think it's the official order.
Is the junior tag team
four-way. Now, go ahead. You need to say words.
Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish.
Yep.
Matt Seidel.
Redragon. It's when you dragon a second time.
Yep. Matt Seidel and Ricochet.
Yep. Famous Irish wrestler, Rick O'Shea.
Roppongi Vice.
Yep.
Which is Trent Beretta.
Rocky and Trent.
And Rocky Romero. And the Young Bucks.
Yep.
No Japs.
No.
All whites. And Hispanics.
Various colors, but no yellows.
Mostly whites.
Yeah.
One half and one Hispanic.
Yep. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, they got a real non-Japanese junior division.
Yeah, and if you think about it, the only junior that is Kushida.
Yeah, because otherwise it's Omega.
Yeah, and also Ibushi's not. He wouldn't do a tag thing.
No.
Right. So there's really nobody.
Yeah, that's weird.
They're really limited to outside white guys.
Yeah, that's true. Weird. So this match, I appear to have a different opinion than most of the dickheads on the message board that I read, because no one was psyched about it, and firstly because it's the same thing as last year, and they didn't like last year. Well, I really liked last year, and this is potentially better than that.
Because last year had Taka and... Didn't it?
No,
the year before.
Yeah, year before I Taka and Taichi. Last year was this.
But instead of Seidel and Ricochet,
it was Time Splitters, who are also very good, and Kozlov instead of Trent.
Yeah.
So it's 5 of the same guys.
Yeah.
But I thought last year's 4-way was super fun, just a really fun opening spot fest.
Yeah. Other than Fat Kozlov just mailing it in.
Yeah, and then
retiring
immediately.
Yeah, right afterwards.
Yeah, he got the hint. I think Trent's better than Kozlov. I don't know. I might like the team of Shelley and Kushida better than Seidel and Ricochet, but Seidel and Ricochet are more spectacular for sure.
Yeah.
And they'll be great in this kind of match.
Yeah.
So I think this match will be super fun.
Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be really entertaining because it's never long. And
they'll go 12.
Yeah, but there's never any breaks in action.
No.
Because you've got so many guys.
No, it's going to be a crazy 12-minute spot fest.
So it's just going to be blah, 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 going.
There's going to be super kicks. There's going to be Meltzer drivers. There's going to be tandem shooting star presses.
Yeah.
There's going to be...
lots of mean kicking.
Drop kicks off the apron.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Rilo Kiley. And... what?
Former VCW superstar.
I am sorry. Well, here's the thing, because I was already making a Kyle O'Reilly, Rilo Kiley jokes, and I can't go too deep. But yeah, if I was just going to say Kyle O'Reilly, I would refer to him, of course, as former VCW superstar Kyle O'Reilly, because we fucking made him.
We did. Without us, he'd be nowhere.
First match in the ring.
Yeah.
Can't take that away.
Yeah. We watched it recently.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
I'm quite drunk, so I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure we watched it recently, and we thought that it was surprisingly pretty good.
Oh yeah, he was
for a bunch of green dudes in a ring.
Yeah, for 3 green dudes having a random 3-way on a weekday night when we were there on a Wednesday.
Yeah. Wednesday Warfare.
Yeah, but yeah, he was clearly a natural from the beginning, and I guess he's not okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yep.
I guess.
So comparatively to last year, slightly better.
Yes.
And last year I thought was already really good.
Winners and losers.
Of that match?
Winners of the match.
Red Dragon are the champs right now?
Yes.
Do they keep it? I say they keep it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they keep it as well.
Yeah.
The only team I can the only team I can see them losing it to is the Box. But I mean that's just because it's the fucking Box.
Yeah, I'm thinking Seidel and Ricochet won the Junior Tag League.
Yeah.
They could do them. But I'll say Red Dragon keep it and lose it to Seidel and Ricochet in a singles in February or something.
Sounds like a plan.
That's my plan. And I hope the few people on the Facebooks that I constantly make this joke with are listening. I am the booker of New Japan, so I know what I'm talking about here.
There you go.
I have basically called every New Japan booking thing in the year 2015.
It's pretty good.
I called the complete G1 climax.
Nice.
And I called what the less impressively called Side and Ricochet winning the junior tag.
Mm-hmm. Stars.
Ooh. Last year's I would have said 4, so for this I will say 4 1/4. Oh, is that having a big yawn? Having a big old yawn
kitty
there.
yawn.
Yep.
Yeah, I will aim. I'm pretty sure I said 4 last year. I will aim for 4.
Yep.
This year. So, next up is Bullet Club B Team.
Yep.
Bad Luck Fale.
3 guys who kind of... Actually, I have no idea if Tamatonga is good or not, because I've never seen him really get the chance to do anything.
Yeah.
I can tell you categorically the other 2 suck.
Yeah. Fale has done one good thing in his entire career, which was murder Hanma.
Kill Hanma.
Yeah, Tonga, no idea. I don't think I've ever seen him wrestle.
And Yujiro is actively
And
terrible.
Yujiro is actively the worst wrestler in New Japan.
Yes.
They are facing the team of what I wrote down as Yano and Pals.
Yep.
Because it is Yano and mystery opponents.
Yano and X. So, yeah, I don't know what way they're going to go with it. Last year with this, it was an 8-man, which I think it was Yano, X, and X versus
yeah, we didn't
some
know
heels.
We didn't know going in.
Yeah, and that ended up being Noah guys.
Yeah, it was the 2 Australians
and Marufuji. And was actually pretty fun. And had the craziest chokeslam type thing ever by one of the Australians. Oh, jumping for Hoyt's chokeslam.
Yeah,
he jumped 13 feet in the air.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, I think it was Shane Haste.
And it was
KES,
Shelton
and Izuka.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suzuki Gun without Suzuki.
Yeah. Dude, that's a bad fucking team.
Yeah. So that that one actually was sort of fun last year. So I don't know what they're gonna do this year. I don't know who the X's are gonna be. It could be more Noah guys. It's actually weird and almost impressive that New Japan owns Noah and just doesn't use Noah guys on their shows. Just runs Noah entirely separately and just randomly sends some New Japan guys there. But I guess it's what's best for business.
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, my guess is Noah guys. I don't know who. They could do Marufuji and someone again. They could do Marufuji and Sugiura or something. I don't know. But I don't think the match is going to be any good because of the opponents.
Nope. The only way that it's going to be good is if Yano does hilarious things.
Yeah.
Which he will do.
Yeah.
Depends how hilarious they are with shitty opponents.
Yeah, and if Yujiro tries to kill anyone with an unsafe move.
Very possible.
Yeah.
He is very unsafe.
He bad.
I will give this, I say that Yano and Pals will win.
Yeah.
Because the Bullet Club team is not, unless, the thing is sometimes they give Fale
they do
wins and they're like, hey, you're big and okay.
Yeah, I think
but I still think Yano and friends will win.
I think Tonga's getting pinned. I think Tonga's getting pinned by an X.
Yeah, so I say Yano and Pals, you say Yano and Pals.
Yeah. Stars? 2.
Yeah, I think 2's the high end of the spectrum.
1.5.
Yeah, I'll say 1.5, I think. There's just not enough to it.
Yeah. This versus the similar thing last year, I will say this will actually be slightly worse than last year, because last year overachieved a bit with the addition of the Noah guys.
Yeah. Next is an interesting matchup. It is for the ROH World Title.
Yeah.
On the Dome Show.
Very interesting.
It is.
And sort of giving away the results of Final Battle next week.
Yeah, I guess so.
But what are you going to do?
Whatever. So the match is the champion of Jay Lethal.
Who will be retaining against AJ Styles next week.
You don't know that for sure.
I sort of know that.
What if AJ wins and then works double duty?
That would be weird, and probably... I think they, their weird, way of covering it is saying, Lethal Elgin is happening regardless. And
if it's for the title.
And if AJ wins, it's going to be, a double title with Nakamura.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, gotcha.
It's not happening.
Yeah. Yeah, so Champion Jay Lethal against Michael Elgin.
Yep.
Which is, it's interesting because Elgin was like on such an up incline.
Elgin's had a baffling career trajectory.
And then he like peaked.
Won the ROH title.
And then
immediately went to shit.
Completely.
Immediately. Like, he did a bunch of dumb shit. Like, he fucked up his visa, and then he said he wanted to quit wrestling and play pro baseball.
Play baseball, yeah.
And then, like, he immediately lost the ROH title. Then he didn't even wrestle in the U.S. for a couple of months because of his visa.
Yeah.
And then when he came back, everyone was sort of mad at him and, like, didn't like him, and all the fans, like, sort of turned on his wrestling, and everyone said he was shitty. And then that was, like, most of his 2015. And then, like, because New Japan booked so far in advance, they, like, a year ago had said they were had planned for him to be in the 2015 G1, and they stuck with that. And then he did it, and then he was awesome in it.
Yeah, he was great.
And, like, totally turned things around. So now people like him again.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting.
He's had a weird career.
Very weird. Some legit ups and some legit downs.
Yeah. Had a lot of great matches in the G1. Then he teamed with Tanahashi in the Tag League, which is an interesting team, but seemed to be okay. And now he gets a world title shot.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the fact that, like, Lethal just won, like, it feels like he just won the title, but it was September?
June.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I still feel like he just won the title.
It's been 6 months.
I don't think he's losing it to Elgin.
I don't think so either, and I don't think they would change it, even though it's, like, the most people two guys from ROH are ever going to wrestle in front of.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to change it there. I think they'd rather change it at an ROH show.
Yeah,
at a big ROH show.
I agree.
So, yeah, I think Lethal retains. That's,
I think it'll be a good match, though. Like,
I think it will be a good match. It's a little weird on paper, but I seem to recall on Elgin's initial upswing in, like, I think, like, later 2013, they had a match, and it, like, way overachieved and, like, was really, really good. So, and then there's no reason they can't be really, really good again, and obviously there's motivation to do so on the fucking Tokyo Dome. So, yeah, I think they'll do well. I see 3.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3 to 3.5, but I'll give it I'll give it 3.5 as well.
And, like, they could do 4. It could happen.
Yeah, they could overachieve for sure.
Like, I think their ROH match they had a couple of years ago, I think that was like 4.25. So they're capable.
Yes.
And what was the comparison to last year? Oh, the only comparison this to last year is as other random singles match on the show was Suzuki Sakuraba. So a very different match. Yep. I think Suzuki Sakuraba will be better than this. So edge to this past year.
Yes. The next match on the card is the junior title.
Yep.
Of one Kenny Omega, the champion.
Yep.
Versus Kushida.
Mm-hmm. They've really dicked around Kushida for the junior title. Because last year he won it out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Against Ibushi, who we thought we was going to have a long run with.
Have forever.
And then Kushida immediately lost it to fucking Taguchi.
Ugh.
Although the match itself was good, but Taguchi remains Taguchi. And then
shitty Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, and then Omega won it at the Dome last year, held it for a while. Kushida won the Super Juniors, won the title from Omega right after that, and we're like, all right, Kushida's the guy. He's going to have a big, long run. First defense, loses back to Omega. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So, obviously, they want Kushida to get the big win and start the long run at the Dome. Fine. I think it's a guarantee Kushida wins.
I agree.
At this. But I think they shouldn't have had Kushida win earlier.
No,
I think
Omega should have kept it. And
yes, Omega should have kept it a year and lost it.
Yeah.
At the Dome here.
I don't know, maybe they were just thinking of, like, if you have Omega have it for a really long time.
Uh-huh.
Maybe they just thought, like, having him constantly have the title wasn't going to
just get stale or...
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But then why not just have him, like, drop it.
Have him trade it with someone else.
Yeah, or like him and Taguchi do some shit or whatever, right? Like, but yeah, I guess it's fine. It's
or Ricochet.
Or whoever. Like,
Seidel. Whatever.
It's gonna work out in the end.
Yeah.
Like the fans love Kushida.
Yeah.
And like he's a good worker, and the match will be good. So
yeah.
It's probably. I mean, we'd have to go back and look, but I would imagine that it's his first singles match on a dome show.
Kushida?
In a while, because it's almost always time splitters, right?
I would think it's his first for sure.
Yeah, it's always time splitters in the openings.
Yeah.
Multi-team.
Yeah, probably
juniors.
last 3 years it's been time splitters, and that's probably the only time besides Rumbles and shit he's been on the dome.
Yeah. I'll say 4.
Yeah, they could do 4. I'll go with a more conservative 3.5, but they're, again, capable of doing 4. And versus last year, which was Omega Taguchi, big edge to this year. Because Kushida is great, and Taguchi is not.
He is very shitty.
Yeah. He used to be real good, but something happened, and then he started doing
Eddie
Guerrero cosplay and hitting people with his butt. And, and here we are.
Sometimes when you evolve, it's not for the best.
No.
Sometimes you evolve in a terrible manner.
Which is why I don't believe in evolution.
You believe in creationism.
Yep. You show me something more than 6,000 years old, and I'll eat my hat.
I don't come from monkeys.
I come on monkeys.
In monkeys?
Sure.
Okay.
No, I pull out.
Oh.
I don't want to get a monkey pregnant. I don't need monkey babies running around. Come on. It's irresponsible.
Half tiger, half monkey. Tiger monkey.
That's an interesting look.
Yeah, that's a weird mix, too.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some weird Photoshop of that somewhere.
Dear God, let's hope that you never have a retarded chimpanzee child. That thing is a borderline superhero.
Retarded people, 10 times the strength of men. Chimpanzees, 10 times the strength of men. Retarded chimpanzee, you better fucking run.
You better hope that you have one fat friend that you can outrun.
Yeah.
Dan?
Poor Dan.
Who am I kidding? I'm slow as fuck.
I think Dan's considerably faster than you.
I don't know, if I'm running away from a retarded chimpanzee, I might go for his knee.
Yeah.
He's got a bad knee.
It's true.
I wouldn't feel bad about it either.
Don't have to outrun the chimp, just have to outrun your friend.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the Dome Show.
Yep.
The next match on the card is for the tag team titles.
Yep.
It is the defending champions who have held the titles for, I'm going to say, 9 millenniums.
All of my life. I was born, they had the titles. I'll die, they'll have the titles.
Carl Machine Gun Anderson and the crappier guy on the team.
I'm pretty sure Carl Anderson or Giant Bernard has had the New Japan tag titles for the last 10 years.
And KS.
Yeah.
KS had them in between, but yeah, you're right.
Because, forever, it was Bernard and Tomko.
Yeah.
Then forever, it was Bernard and Anderson.
Yeah.
And now forever, it's Anderson and Gallows. They just keep replacing one white guy.
Did Anderson and Goto have them for a while?
Yes.
Yeah, so always. Yeah, you're right. They are facing the team that won the Tag League.
Which I also called because I booked New Japan.
Yeah, correct. Which is Makabe and Hanma.
Hanma in a title match at the Dome. Will wonders never cease?
Well, you're booking it.
I am booking it.
And you get it.
Can you believe it, guys? I booked it.
You get it. You get that Hanma's a draw.
You can send your gifts and offerings to P.O. Box 90210, North Pole, Canada, HOH, OHO. I might be Santa, minus the 90210 part.
You're trendy Santa.
That's right. I'm rich Santa.
Rich Santa. Rich, stuck up,
yeah,
horny Santa. I don't know. I'm sure that this match will be acceptable. It'll be a lot of brawling.
Yep.
I'm sure that there'll be... I will enjoy it just for the fact that Hanma's in it. Like, anything Hanma does, super entertaining.
Be good.
I mean, depends. I mean, if he's against, Yujiro, probably not. But, I mean, in a match like this where, Carl's really good.
Yep.
Makabe's passable.
This is a brawler.
And Gallows is what he is.
Gallows is a large man.
I feel like it'll be fun.
Yep.
It's not going to be, match of the year.
It is not.
But
it might have a pretty sweet moment because I think Honma's going to pin probably Anderson and win the titles.
Really?
I think they're going to win, and I think Honma's going to get the pin.
Interesting.
Yeah.
After all those years of them hating Honma.
I think he's going to get the pin. I don't think it's a guarantee, because nothing's a guarantee with Geto, but...
See, I'm torn because...
More or less than Natalie Imbruglia. Because she was pretty torn.
Less.
Okay.
Less. I feel like Bullet Club has had it forever.
Yeah.
But the New Japan's also not against having people have it forever.
Especially these fucking tag titles. There's no tag division.
No, not at all. Can you name another actual team?
I cannot.
I
don't think there were any other actual teams in the tag tournament.
Naito and Evil. That's the only one I can think of. Right?
And Tanahashi and Elgin aren't a real team.
Nope.
And Makabe and Hanma hadn't teamed in a couple of years.
Yeah.
They just threw them back together.
And it's not like Okada and Yoshihashi or Nakamura and Ishii aren't really a team.
No.
They're just buddies.
Roughly associated.
Yeah, they're sort of friends.
Yeah, they're in a stable that doesn't really exist anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess at some point Honma has to start getting victories and a small push because he is super over.
Yeah. Domestic violence allegations be damned.
Yeah. NFL.
Bitch be lying.
No one says
they act that that's literally what people are saying. Just bitch be lying.
No one says no to Honma.
No one says no to getting kicked in the head from Honma because that's what the allegation is.
Was it his girlfriend or something? Or?
His long-term girlfriend of 18 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, she's seen a lot of shit.
She has seen a lot of shit. But nobody believes her. Not to say it didn't happen, but nobody believes her.
Yeah. Man, I don't know.
You can go the contrary route. I think we've said the same winner for everyone so far.
Yeah.
You could take the other side.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I just want to go for the safe bet because, as much as I like Honma and I want Honma to win, but I mean, I guess I can see Makabe getting the win. I'm not a... I don't know.
It's tough.
I think I will just safely... I will safely go with the Bullet Club.
Okay.
I feel like the star rating will be a... between a 2 and 3/4 to a 3.
Yeah, I was
somewhere around there.
I was gonna say 3.
I will put it at a 3 and just round up because that is the easiest way to go. Please don't underachieve.
Yeah. What was last year's tag title match? It was them against. Was it just No, KS was in that 8-man. Who did they wrestle last year? Because I remember that match sort of overachieving last year.
Strongman.
That's not accurate.
Oh god damn it.
I remember being pretty fun. It wasn't Goto and Shibata.
Yes, it was.
Was it?
I think so. I'm gonna look right now, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
I guess it was because I can't think of what else Goto and Shibata did on the Dome.
Oh, that's a bad fucking match. Forgot about that one.
Which one?
We'll get to it in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Goto and Shibata winning the tag titles.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, and that was actually pretty fun. So, match quality-wise, I think, last year's Slight Edge.
This one might be still pretty entertaining, though.
Yeah, and especially if it has the moment that I'm hoping for.
No, the match I forgot about that happened last year on the Dome was Tenkoji and Honma against Fale, Jarrett, and Yujiro.
Yeah, which there's no comparison to this year because there was one extra match on the Dome last year, and that's it, which has no comparison. And that one had Honma getting a win too. That was like Honma's first. Oh no, he sometimes gets wins in tags, I guess. But he
we
definitely
also had to see fucking Yujiro and Jeff Jarrett.
Yes, we did.
It's terrible.
So can't win them all.
Nope. You know what I just realized is... Oh, no, never mind. I'm drunk.
Okay.
Just like you.
Yeah.
The next match is the downfall of Goto. From being, somewhat of getting a push with the IC and winning matches and...
Yeah.
To now just kind of like,
He really, really, really shouldn't have lost the IC back to Nakamura.
No, but it's not.
They could be doing it is, but like he didn't need it again, and like Nakamura AJ is fine by itself, and the IC would have made this match more interesting.
Yeah, well,
but here we are. But I guess I'm thinking Naito wins this and probably gets because normally on the Dome show, like the highest singles match that isn't for a title is sort of a de facto number one contenders match.
Right.
So Naito probably wins and challenges Okada, but then Naito kind of has to lose to Okada, so I don't know if they want to do that, but we'll see. But the way I think Naito wins because like he's on a new push and a heel turn and all that, and Goto is perennial upper mid card jobber.
Yeah,
basically,
pretty much. I agree. I think that Naito's winning as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for like the sake of like they're really trying to make this heel thing work with I think he's a much better heel than he is a face.
I think it was a very good idea to turn him heel.
Especially because, like...
Especially after Dome Show 2014.
Yeah, like nobody gave a shit.
When they gave up on the guy who won the G1 being in the main event.
Yeah.
When they put the IC title match last.
Yes.
So he needed something, and they did something, which is good. So I approve of that.
I don't have a ton of faith in Naito, but I think the match will still be good.
I think it'll be good. I think it'll be a G1 quality match.
Yeah.
They've had some G1 matches. I don't really specifically remember any of them. They never had like an amazing match. But they're both good.
Mm-hmm.
So I see this in the I think as long as there's not too much like heel bullshit, they can do 3.5.
Mm-hmm. Not a ton of bullshit interference.
Yeah, hopefully they get the bullshit out of their systems in that Yano
Bullet
X
Club.
and Bullet Club match.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for 3 3/4. Hopefully there's no garbage.
And comparison to last year, the high singles match that ended up being number one contender was AJ Naito, which was very good. Probably even slight edge to AJ Naito.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
But AJ's one of those guys who he can elevate a match.
Definitely.
With who he's against. Okay, well, the next match is the Never Championship match, which is Ishii and Shibata.
Can I say, fuck yes.
Yeah.
I am psyched for this.
This match is going to be mean as fuck.
First of all, going to compare it to last year, Ishii Makabe. This year, smokes last year, because I don't really like Makabe. Not to say that Ishii Makabe wasn't good. It was fun.
It was mean.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But Ishii Shibata, it ain't.
Yeah, 100%.
This is going to be awesome. They're going to kill each other.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the main, which is probably going to be amazing, this could be match of the night.
Yeah.
They haven't had a singles match in a year and a half. The last match was G1 2014.
Mm-hmm.
They had a 5-star match at G1 2013.
Mm-hmm.
They've never had a bad match. They've had 3 singles matches. All have been fantastic.
They've
had 3 singles matches. I think all have been 4.5 or over. They've been like, I think 4.5, 4 3/4, and 5.
No, just get mean and hit each other.
Get mean and hit each other.
That's pretty much what it is.
These guys can do it. Winner, I actually really don't know. I don't know if they... Ishii won it recently. He won it back from Makabe in October. So it'll have been 3 months. Shibata's never had a singles title, so they could, but they're always weird about giving Shibata stuff because of weird feelings towards him.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say. Finish-wise, this is the one I'm most torn on. I'll say Ishii, but I'm not confident.
Yeah, I feel like if with Shibata never have won
Never have winning.
Never have won.
Yep.
Never have won a title before.
Yeah.
I don't know that giving him the never title really matters. You know, like it's like if you're gonna give him a title, give him the IC.
Yeah, it's almost not big enough.
Yeah, right. Like it doesn't matter if he wins the never. You're like, okay, cool, whatever, he won the never.
But it's not like this amazing accomplishment.
Exactly, right. So that's why I would lean towards Ishii retaining.
Yeah.
And he hasn't had it that long. And it's not like Shibata doesn't lose matches, so
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Ishii wins just based on that. But as far as stars go,
4.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 4 and it's a dome show. I'm gonna go 4 3/4.
Fine, no argument. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah. It's going to be real good. And yeah, I already did comparison to last year. It smokes last year.
Yeah. The semi-main event is for the IC title.
Yep.
Which is Nakamura and AJ Styles.
First time match. It's exactly the match they should be doing. Doesn't need to be for the IC, as I said, but it is. So great. Its quality is going to depend entirely on how fucked up AJ is, basically.
Yeah.
Because he missed most of this past tour. He's got to work the ROH main event next week against Lethal and lose. Or win, but not really.
Yeah, but lose.
Then probably not wrestle
until
for
the Dome.
2 weeks, close to 3 weeks, until the Dome. So hopefully that's enough time to rest up and not have a broken spine or whatever it is he has.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope he's healthy and I hope he's not real fucked up. If he is, there's no reason the match won't be awesome, because they're going to be excited to have a first time match. They're both obviously fantastic workers.
Yeah.
Nakamura fucking brings it at the Dome.
100%. Yeah. He puts in all of his effort.
Yeah. Hopefully he's wearing a fun costume.
Yeah.
So yeah. Winner on this, no idea.
Can I ask you a question?
You
not,
may.
Not to get too off topic.
Yeah.
There's tons of rumors on the internet about Nakamura and his contract, and that there's interest from the E.
Also for AJ.
Yeah, but AJ I'm not as concerned because he's white, and he's wrestled a lot in the United States.
Right.
And a lot of the guys that have recently signed there have worked with him a bunch, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's if AJ goes, he goes. If he doesn't, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? I don't know that Nakamura goes.
Right.
Because as far as the New Japan guys go, he's one of the bigger guys. Of Japanese descent, he's one of the taller guys.
Yeah.
But the thing is, obviously he's got the connection because Albert is the head trainer at NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Devitt went. I'm sure that he is probably, they're probably in contact with him about it.
Uh-huh.
They know his contract's up. I don't know that it makes sense for him to go from being the number 2A star in the biggest company in Japan.
Yeah.
Second biggest company in the world.
Yeah.
To go to a company and potentially not even be a star.
Yeah.
I think it was a little bit different for Devitt because Devitt was a junior.
Yeah.
And then he got out of the junior division, but he wasn't really a superstar. He wasn't. Yeah. He wasn't like Okada Tanahashi.
No, he was booked about as high as they're gonna book a guy who is a junior.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So it made sense for him to go over.
Yeah.
I don't know that it makes sense for Nakamura to go over.
I think it's a big mistake for Nakamura to go over.
Unless they give him, they pay him out the butt.
Well, exactly.
If they pay him out the butt, 100% go, because it's money. It's good money.
Yeah, and like Meltzer said, like, there's no reason Nakamura should go for less than $500,000.
Yeah.
Because that's around what he's making in New Japan.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
why would you take a pay cut and then go to fucking NXT?
Yeah, I mean,
and
that's the thing too, is like, if you go to NXT, who knows if you even do get a push up to the main roster.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he's got enough notoriety. It's kind of like they let Devitt come in.
Uh-huh.
They let Devitt sort of still be himself.
Yeah.
And, like, he still got to wrestle similar style. They didn't really make him change anything other than, like, his name, but that's fine. They like to do that.
Yeah.
I feel like Nakamura's got the clout and the notoriety, the name, that if he went, they wouldn't really make him change everything.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know that he goes there, and then if he gets called up, is he even really a star? Because
I don't know.
It's kind of been proven in WWE that, like, they
their
don't
track
like,
record.
They don't like non-white guys, to be honest. Like, they really don't, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can be foreign as long as you're white.
Yeah.
Right? Like, look at, a terrible example is Kenzo Suzuki. Because, like, he's a shitty wrestler.
Yeah.
But, like, they thought he was going to be, like, their big Japanese superstar.
Because he was tall.
Because he was tall and like, had a name in Japan.
Yeah.
And then came over and he was garbage.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, obviously, Nakamura's way better than Kenzo Suzuki.
Yeah, I'd say Nakamura's just a tad better than Kenzo Suzuki.
Just a little bit. But, like, I don't know that he comes over and he's not just, like, lost in the shuffle.
I really don't have a lot of faith in them doing the right things with him.
Same thing with Kenta. Like, Kenta came in and was really hot. Yeah, he got hurt, but, like, I never really imagined him doing anything.
Yeah, like, when he comes back and, like, say, and doesn't get hurt and it wrestles for another year, like, where's he going to be? He's not going to be world champion.
No, if they call him up...
Will he even be on the main roster in a year? He might still be in NXT.
Yeah, like, that's the thing is, like, I don't know that, like, I know that they desperately want Mexican and Japanese so that they can push it in the market.
Yeah, they say they do, but then when they get it, they don't really, because, like, they could have tried to make Kalisto Ray, and they didn't.
And the thing is, he's very similar to young Ray.
Absolutely.
He's just as agile. He's got just as much ups.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a marketable mask.
Speaks English
perfectly well.
Yep.
Right? But the fact...
in Chicago.
Yeah, exactly, right? And then, of course, they panic and give Del Rio...
And I put it with the other Mexican.
Give Del Rio as much money as they want.
Yep.
As he wants, and then bring him back because they're nervous. They panic, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, there is no big Japanese star like that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, or at least, I mean, as much as WWE wants to be a global thing, they're really North America and the UK. That's really what they are. Mm-hmm. Like, I know that they do well when they go to India. They do well when they go to Australia, or...
They do well financially when they go to India. They do not do well health-wise when they go to India. Everyone gets the shits, and William Regal almost dies.
Yes, exactly. But, like, the reason why they do well is because they don't go there as often, so the fans get hungry for it.
Yeah.
But I don't know that having a Japanese star or a Mexican star makes any difference.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yeah, okay, cool. You can market this person to them they can speak Spanish or Japanese, so you can send them on press tours and blah, 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 right? Cool, whatever.
Mm.
I think on the opposite side of that, though, is, like, Nakamura's been around for a while.
Yeah.
There isn't anybody...
and, like, that's not age is nothing. I think he's 36.
Yeah, but I mean, look at Joe, right?
Yeah.
Joe's old.
And Asuka's 34 or 5, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like...
Asuka, whatever.
Asuka, yes. But, other than this AJ match, it's not really like he's got a lot to do that he hasn't done.
Yeah, this is, like, the last big, fresh match.
Unless he starts, like, a long program with Okada.
Right.
Right? But, like, they've already had some interaction.
They've had some.
In the last little while.
Yeah, I could see them doing that Dome show next year.
Yeah,
Nakamura
that makes
Okada.
sense. That makes sense.
Because they've had, like, 2 big G1 related matches now, the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Both of which were fucking great.
Yeah, were great.
Yeah.
But, like, I just don't think it makes sense for him to go.
I think
other than the money.
Yeah. If they offer him, like, a bunch more than he's making in New Japan, I guess go, because money's money.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they will. I would be kind of surprised if they did, because it's, like, against their usual
and
style.
Even so, like, I don't know, obviously it's his decision and it's his choice, but, like, you're relocating to a place you don't know.
Yeah.
You're going to a place where you know very limited people.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't speak English as far as I know.
Not really.
Yeah, right? Like
I'm sure he's got like your standard just from
being around some of the
with
white
foreigners,
guys,
your English bits and pieces.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's not. I don't think he's fluent in English.
Yeah,
by any means.
and it's not like he's 6'4", like
No.
275.
No,
you know?
he's 6'1",
maybe,
and 2. I don't know.
20,
30.
Yeah,
tops.
right. Like he's not a big dude.
Yeah.
He's got a cool look.
Yep.
And he's got great, like. Well, that's the thing is, does his personality translate to North America?
That's the thing. He's got charisma out the ass, but I don't know if it's charisma. It might just be charisma out the ass for Japan.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it translates. Like, it translates in, like, Ring of Honor, sure.
Yeah.
But, like, WWE, I don't know if it translates the same.
Yeah, that's the thing is, because we don't understand him.
Yeah.
Is, like, if he's trying to do it for a different audience and he doesn't speak English... Does it really go? Not like he really does a lot of mic work anyways. He does some, but not a lot. Mm-hmm. But, like, I don't know. I like, obviously, he would be super over in NXT.
Yeah,
because the NXT crowd's like...
It's basically an ROH crowd.
Well, it's Smarks,
yeah.
Right? But, like, I mean, fucking James Storm is super over at NXT.
Sure.
Right? But, so, like, so why I bring that up is because... If he is leaving,
does he lose and leave?
Or if they don't have a contract in place, does it just make sense to just have AJ win, and then that way, if they have to negotiate a new contract with him, they don't have to worry about the title, or if he leaves, then just like the title's on AJ, and then Nakamura, and we could just do whatever we need to do separately.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I'm looking at this as a non-kayfabe standpoint,
exactly,
but, like, you got to factor that in. Like, if they think he's going to leave, or if they, like, kind of already know in their head if he's going to leave, or if they know he's going to stay, then that plays a factor.
That certainly affects it,
Which is why it makes me think that AJ wins regardless.
Right.
Because then that you're just playing it safe, because you don't know. Because we didn't think Devitt was going to go.
No, that's true.
And then Devitt went, because it made sense for him to go.
Yeah.
But you're, like, like, Nakamura's a little bit older, and he's, like, one of the faces of the company, and so I just, like, to me, that makes more sense from a wrestling business standpoint to have AJ win. Yeah. And I think that, like, having a huge match like this and AJ winning keeps AJ important in New Japan. Because he's not in the title picture really right now. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he just got out of it, basically.
Exactly, right?
With 2 losses to Okada.
Yeah, so, like, he's not in the title picture.
Yeah. So,
and I feel like, AJ is a... And if New Japan wants to stay with the, like, we need to kind of keep a North American audience to stay relevant with them.
Yeah.
I feel like you need to keep AJ important in the storyline because he is the best white guy they have.
Yeah.
Right? And you need to keep him important in the story and in the company. So you give him the IC title, and that kind of keeps him relevant.
Yeah.
Keeps a focus on him. He doesn't just get lost in the fact of, like, there's, like Bullet Club just being Bullet Club, but, like, AJ's not doing anything. Mm-hmm. Unless, because it does seem like he's doing a lot of North American indie stuff now, again.
Yep.
Unless they're going to phase him out, maybe, and he takes a break, and, like, who knows,
who knows?
But, I mean, for me, I think AJ wins regardless.
Mm-hmm. I will, for the sake of being contrary, go Nakamura, but this is another one where I really don't know, and there's not an obvious kayfabe indication as to who's going to win. It can really go either way because there's no direction after this that's set yet. Mm-hmm. So, I could see, depending on how things go, like Nakamura could win this, and then they could do a rematch in February, and AJ could win that.
Right.
So who knows? Yeah, but just for the sake of having another different one, I'll say Nakamura because this is really a coin toss for me.
Right.
Either way.
Do we know when Nakamura's contract expires?
I think all the contracts expire in January.
Okay, it's probably after the Dome.
After the Dome.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they're all like a week or two after the Dome.
Yeah. I mean, I would. It would be cool to see him under that umbrella, like in a different production, and just like be excited to see what happens. Mm-hmm. But I think it would be a huge blow for New Japan.
Yeah.
And then it would be a huge blow for us as fans because then you're like, yeah, it's cool that he's there,
Yeah.
but now he's not in New
But now
Japan doing New Japan.
now we don't have the Nakamura match on the New Japan show.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
And usually, depending on who he's against, the Nakamura match on New Japan show is like, oh, sweet, this is going to be a really good match.
Exactly.
For the most part, depends if he's against fucking
Fale.
or whoever, like one of the shittier guys, right?
Yeah.
But
it's usually one of the best.
yeah, it would be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah. And another thing Meltzer pointed out talking about it, which makes sense, is from another like Nakamura's business standpoint, like say you go to the E and say they even like match your New Japan pay for right now or even increase it a bit, like when you're in New Japan, you basically have a job for life. Like look at like Tenzan, Kojima, Nakanishi and shit.
Yeah.
When Nakamura is that old, do you think he's going to be on the main roster or wrestling at all in WWE? Probably not.
No.
Like it's long-term financial. New Japan seems a lot smarter.
True.
So,
And you don't have to relocate. You can just
Exactly.
stay comfortable where you are, and as long as he's happy.
Yeah, if I was Nakamura, unless the money was sick, I wouldn't go, or unless like it was my ultimate childhood dream to wrestle in WWE.
Yeah.
But like I guess like because like that was sort of Kenta. Like Kenta really wanted to wrestle in WWE. Yeah. But yeah, unless like one or both of those things, I wouldn't go.
No, and I think also too is like the travel. Like New Japan still works like a decent amount of dates.
Yeah.
But the travel in Japan is way easier than the travel in the States.
Yeah, Japan is only so big.
Tiny.
Yeah.
And they don't do shows like every night.
No, they do a tour and then get a few weeks off.
Exactly, right? So I guess that also plays in because, I mean, he is a little bit older.
Yeah, and he's banged up.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's not fresh.
No.
He's wrestled consistently for 12 years.
Close to 15.
Close to 15, yeah, exactly, right? So who knows I mean, it's all up to him, obviously.
Yeah.
And it depends on, like, I'm sure that Albert has some pull and can say, like, get him here, let's give him whatever he needs and wants, get him here. But I'm sure that they do the same thing for any of the bigger New Japan guys, right?
Right. Because there were 2 years ago there was Okada talk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Although I don't know that Okada's kind of not. He's an ugly-looking man. I guess Nakamura is too, but like
Nakamura's pretty ugly too. He's just interesting.
He's interesting, but like I don't know. Okada's kind of an ugly-looking dude. Like Kenta's not really. Kenta's an average-looking Japanese man.
Yeah.
Okada's got a weasel face. He's got tiny eyes.
Time to play New Japan, hot or not.
Would you bang?
Would you bang?
Oh, we need to get a would you bang going. Star rating for this?
Star rating.
Healthy AJ.
Healthy AJ 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5.
Yeah.
Non-healthy AJ
3.5.
Yeah, like if there's a 1 star difference between.
Yeah, unless he's like totally fucked, then like 2, I guess, if he can't like do anything. But like
I think AJ's a trooper.
Like
he'd go through it.
Yeah, like good to go AJ 4.5.
Yeah.
Like banged up but still trying his hardest AJ 3.5.
Yeah, I think so too.
And head-to-head versus last year, IC title match was Nakamura Ibushi, which might have been the match of the year, and it was 5 stars. So
100% that was probably match of the year.
Edge to last year.
Yeah, but only slightly.
Yeah.
All right, and the main event, the title heavyweight business match.
Yep.
Is Okada and Tanahashi for the 5th time?
For the title or at all?
At all. On the Dome.
On the Dome, this is the 3rd and 4th year. The 3rd in 4 years.
Okay, 3rd and 4 years.
They did 13...
Yes.
13, 15, 16. Yeah. And of the Dome show matches, Tanahashi has won both.
Yeah.
Of all their matches, I think they're tied. I think they're like 3-3 with 1 draw.
Sure.
Yeah. I think they're even regardless.
Yeah. Well, I think going into this a long time ago, you called it, and we had this discussion like months and months and months ago.
Yeah.
That like this is Okada getting the win at the Dome show.
Yeah.
Over Tanahashi.
And this was set at last year's Dome show, when last year it seemed obvious that Okada was going to win, beat Tanahashi, and become the man. and then Tanahashi won, and we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And Okada, in some fucking, like, great visuals, leaving the ring with Geto sobbing was awesome.
Yeah.
And he made it seem so important.
Yeah.
Which was so good. And so that's all been a year in the making to this. And like from like early last year after that, well, I'm like, well, probably early last year I would have said, I guess Tanahashi keeps the title, Okada wins the G1. But then Okada won the title. And then I'm like, well, then Tanahashi has to win the G1 and they have to fight at the Dome.
Yeah.
And they did. And here we are.
So,
head-to-head versus last year, it's the same match. Last year's was great. Last year had the disadvantage of following Nakamura Ibushi.
Yeah.
But I think Meltz's ratings were 5 and 4 3/4 for the Okada Tanahashi after Nakamura Ibushi. So it was still great. This, I think if they don't do anything stupid and fuck up, I think it'll be great.
Yeah.
I think it'll be really fucking great.
Yeah, it'll be best match on the card.
I think so. I think it'll be best match in card unless Ishii and Shibata do something insane.
Yeah. Unless one of them legitimately fractures their jaw or like cheekbone or something.
Right. So yeah, I'm gonna start rating. I'm gonna say 4 3/4 and give them the quarter star leeway to get to 5.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't want to aim for 5
because it's ballsy to predict 5.
Yeah.
Not saying they can't do it. Not saying they won't do it. But I'll give them the quarter star leeway. But I think it'll be great. I think they're gonna do some super cool shit. I don't know. They've obviously fought a lot. They haven't fought in 12 months. It's their first match since last year's Dome.
Yeah.
And
which is kind of smart booking when you think about it. You keep them apart.
Oh, keep them apart for sure.
Because that makes it all that more important when they actually do it.
And actually, last year's Dome was their first match in over a year. Because they fought January 2015, Dome last year, and their last one before that was October 2013. It was 2013 where they had 1 million matches.
Yeah.
They had 4 matches in 2013.
Yes.
But since then, it's been 1 a year, which is fine.
That's perfectly good.
You can keep doing that.
Especially if you can keep finding people for them to have their feud with. Although Tanahashi had that weird series of matches with
Yano feud,
which was really interesting.
It was basically, Tanahashi's pretty hurt. Let's give him something super easy for like 4 months.
Yeah. Who's the easiest guy to work in the company? Yano.
Who requires you legitimately to have a match without taking a bump? Yano. It's just roll-ups.
Who involves you taking roll-ups and doing silly comedy.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's the one.
Yeah, that was a silly series of matches.
Yeah.
And Okada kept, he had the AJ stuff, so it's not like they still had main eventers to throw in there.
Yeah. One thing they got to do this year, which has been, I think, a major problem in 2014 and 15, and was good before that, it was good 12 and 13, they need to have more world title defenses. They have been so few and far between. They're doing, maybe 5 a year. And that's not enough.
Yeah, that makes,
Because, this year there wasn't a defense between July and October, and October was the most recent one. So it'll go July, October, January.
Yeah, that's not a lot.
That's not a lot. And
it's not like Okada hasn't been wrestling.
No, and, they're doing, do a world title match on pretty much every pay-per-view.
Yeah.
There's no reason not.
New challenger.
Yeah, and
can
have more random challengers.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of obvious the guy's going to lose. Doesn't matter if it's going to be a good match. Have a Nagata, have a Kojima.
Have a Carl.
Yeah. Have a hot Carl. Hey now!
We are the coolest guys alive.
High five?
Have a bad luck Foley.
Don't have a Foley.
Why? He had some fun. Unless he's killing Hanma, he's not entertaining.
Yeah, he's unnecessary. But yeah, it baffles me because the September this year, they did the gimmick where they split it up into 2 big shows.
Yeah.
And neither had a world title match. I'm like,
no,
come on, guys.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
One was an IC and one was
a never.
Ugh.
Because Ibushi Makabe main event of the first, and Nakamura Goto main event of the second.
Yeah.
And it was, and Okada just did tags both times to set up the AJ rematch. With Yoshihashi. Yeah, so do fucking more world title matches.
Well, you're booking it.
All right, I'll do more world title matches.
Yeah, give him some more.
Do a world title match every month except the two tournaments, except March for the New Japan Cup and the G1. Yeah. And every other month do a world title match.
Yeah.
I don't know why they got away from that, but I think it's been 5. Yeah, I think it's been 5 a year both the last 2 years, which is do more. They're fun.
That's silly.
Yeah, but anyway, back to this match. It's gonna be pretty great. And Okada's gonna win, right?
He has to.
It'll be a pretty I would begrudgingly respect Geto if he had Tanahashi win this. I'm you are a lunatic for doing this, but I can't even be mad. But
unless they do it for one more year,
it really is too much.
It is a lot.
This is pushing it. This is okay, but you can't do more than this year.
Yeah. But the thing is, he's John Cena.
He's John Cena.
He's their guy, right?
Yeah.
The crowd loves him, the fans love him.
Yep.
Except for when he randomly just turns heel and works heel.
That's kind of fun, though.
It's really fun.
And by the way, we have to watch his match in DDT where he works heel legit. It was that when we were going down to Seattle, that picture was from that match.
Oh, okay.
It was him and one of the two really good rookies. I can't remember if it was Komatsu or Tanaka, but one of them against Harashima and Ken Oka, who's almost a jobber in DDT, and apparently it was 80s WCCW 1983 Von Erich's heat. Apparently he was amazing, and Tanahashi was an awesome heel.
That's crazy.
And so we gotta watch that match. It sounds super fun.
He needs to get a haircut.
Yeah.
Wear all black.
Grow a beard.
Yeah. And turn heel.
Absolutely.
Which would kill their company.
Yeah,
but the thing is, Okada's a total face.
Completely.
So it's not like they don't have...
Oh, no, they have a number one
and
face.
And Nakamura's a total face.
Yeah, they're both faces.
Right?
For sure.
And then, on the lower end of the scale, you have Goto, and you have Ishii, so it's not like you couldn't afford to turn him heel.
Yeah.
And the thing is, at the moment, who do you have? You have AJ.
AJ and, I had someone else in my head, but it's gone. Oh, Naito is all you got, really.
That's a bad second heel.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Carl can have high caliber matches. I think he's believable as a title challenger.
Yeah.
But oh boy, yeah, a Tanahashi heel turn would be insanity.
It'd be cool.
Not gonna happen.
No. What if they did Mania 17, Tanahashi as Austin in this match and turned heel and won the title?
That'd be pretty crazy.
How crazy would that be?
That'd be really crazy, but that's
you gotta for the future of New Japan. You have Okada win. He's the ace.
Yeah.
He's in his 20s. He's good.
He's the guy.
He's good for 10 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's obvious, but nothing is 100%. But it's Okada. Okada wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's great.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Has to happen.
That's it. And compared to last year, Edge over last year. So I don't have the tally on Edge, but I think it's a slight edge to this year versus last year. And last year was a pretty fucking great show, so that's not a bad thing. Yep, ran out of words. What are you gonna do?
Cry about it?
I might cry about it. What are we at time-wise? Hour 8. I feel like if we do the other thing we were gonna do, it's gonna go real long.
Yeah, it's gonna go really long.
So I think we should keep this as a thing and then do the other as a thing later.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll do that, and we will discuss on the next one. I don't know when we'll record it, but we'll find time.
I'm off work for 2 weeks as of next week, so
there you go.
I got nothing but time.
We'll find time.
Just sitting around setting jerk-off records, basically.
2?
2.
Talk a big game.
Talk a big game, but I got an 18-hour refractory period, so what are you going to do?
Gross. So we will do our...
Are we gonna tease them? Or tell them what we're gonna do and get them all hyped for when we do it?
Depends how fast this is gonna go out. Are we gonna record the other one before this one comes out?
I would say this will go out before we record it.
Oh, yeah, we can do it.
This will go out this week.
Well, I think a big topic that we've discussed before we recorded tonight that I think we could record as an episode is how fucked they are for Mania.
Oh man, yeah, that's fun.
Because
and actually we were playing this game just like talking tonight. The try to book WrestleMania game, guys, it's really tough. They got nothing.
Yeah, I think
unless Steve Austin and The Rock come back and wrestle each other, they don't have a Mania card.
Think even if you sit down and look at the entire roster,
it's tough.
It's really tough to put together because it's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You need 4 big matches.
Yeah.
Everything else is just like interchanging pieces that can just like whatever, this goes here, this will be fine, whatever.
Whatever random tag match, whatever blah blah blah. But you need some big marquee matches.
And you need people that like for the moderately casual wrestling fan
that they can get
that
into.
They're like, oh, WrestleMania, like I wonder who's wrestling on WrestleMania. Like, oh, I know that guy and that guy and that guy and that guy. Like, let's watch this.
Yeah.
As opposed to like, who the fuck is Roman Reigns and Sheamus?
Exactly. They have 5 main eventers.
Don't spoil it.
Don't spoil
we'll
it?
Build to it.
Okay, we'll talk about it. So yeah, we'll play the book WrestleMania game, and more importantly, the how fucked is WrestleMania game. And I've said this to Drew, I've said this to Dan, I've said this to many people. The last 2 years, we have talked about this. We have said, they're so fucked for Mania. Mania is going to suck. And we have been 100% wrong. Mania has been great the past 2 years.
Yes.
Specifically the main events, but there's been some good undercard stuff as well. But we were wrong. And like last year, we were talking about going to WrestleMania because it was on the West Coast. And we're like, oh, it's not even a far flight. We know we got a hookup at WWE for family and friends price tickets. And like, yeah, we probably could have gone to Mania if we wanted. But we're like, yeah, what are they going to do? Brock and Roman Reigns? It's going to be the worst match ever.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm like, oh, wait, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And it had a cool-ass finish.
I don't need to see fucking Rollins and Orton.
Yeah. Oh, wait, that had a cool fucking thing, too, and was really good. Hey, Rollins and Orton, 2 guys not on Mania this year. But that's a discussion for next time. We've said it the past 2 years. We have been wrong. We have been wrong-o the past 2 years. This year, we really mean it. WrestleMania is fucked.
They are totally
We mean
fucked.
it. Can we be wrong again this year? We can't be.
I don't think so. Unless they've gotten like a hidden oh, Orton's actually only out for 3 months.
Yeah, like
just
Danielson never had a concussion. We've been working it for 9 months.
yeah, or they realize, oh, we're so fucked. Like, okay, let's just let Bryan wrestle. Like, whatever, who cares?
Yeah,
right. Like,
and we got The Rock and Austin.
Yeah. Well, I tell you right now, Austin is not fucking wrestling.
Austin ain't wrestling, and I don't think they have The Rock.
No, The Rock's already confirmed that he's
doing something.
He's doing a movie that he can't get out of. Yeah. I mean, I think Austin will be there? Yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Do I think Michaels will be there? 100%.
Yeah.
Neither one of them's doing anything.
They don't even have to leave the state.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, they're both will be there.
Yeah.
They're not wrestling.
They're not wrestling.
Like, Michaels is perfectly capable of wrestling. He
actually,
just won't.
They almost need him to.
They do.
Like, to have WrestleMania at a 100,000-seat arena.
I tell you right now, Michaels gets booked for that show.
That saves the show.
That saves the show. 100% saves
Michaels
the show.
Wrestling saves the show.
Because he's one of the biggest draws of all time. He hasn't wrestled since 2010.
10. Yeah, 5 years. It'll be 6.
It'll be 6 years since he's wrestled.
Mania to Mania, yeah.
Right? Like, I honestly think you could do another Shawn Taker.
You could do Shawn Taker.
And that would be, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
Because then you can do, Brock, Cena, whatever.
Yeah.
The other 2 matches below that.
Or you could do the fucking Shawn Danielson they teased us with.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Dicks, I know it's never happening.
But, if you can get Shawn to come back and you can do Shawn and Taker.
Yeah.
You give Shawn whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure that they would give him whatever he wants anyways, but it's like, do you want $10 million, Shawn? Here's $10 million.
Yeah.
Do you want us to pay for your cable hunting show for, like, the rest of your life?
Do you want us to give all 100,000 people a Bible?
Yeah. Do you want this show to be heavily Christian?
Do you want this show to be sponsored by Jesus?
Yeah, like, whatever you need, we'll give it to you.
WrestleMania 32 brought to you by Jesus.
Jesus Christ, yeah. Like, that immediately saves the show, and then whatever your under matches right below that are...
It'll fit in.
It doesn't matter, because just having Brock on the show is good enough. having Cena on the show for the most part is good enough.
Brock and Cena are draws. Shawn saves it.
Shawn versus Taker saves it.
Yeah.
I think Shawn versus most people saves it.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think
Shawn in a
Taker,
big match saves it.
Shawn Taker as the main event of WrestleMania in Texas.
Yeah.
Because both of them are from Texas. Both of them are two of the biggest stars that have ever been in the company.
Yep.
And they're both they're both the big WrestleMania guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Saves the company.
Yeah.
And I think if anybody can get Shawn to wrestle, it's Hunter.
Yep.
And if Hunter's a smart man...
If anyone can get Shawn to refuse the job to Bret Hart, it's Hunter.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Or we could just have another Taker Kane match, and then that's just the end of it.
I hear third time's a charm.
Is it? Is it really?
Yeah.
Anyways.
98, 04, 2016. Jesus Christ. They have been there too long. But this is all discussions for another day. The How Fucked Is Mania game, and also our other topic of conversation will be what we think is interesting, and hopefully you do as well. The when did the guy have the better run discussion. For example, since we're talking about Shawn Michaels, his first run in WWE, 1989 to 1998, or his second run, 2002 to 2010. And other such things, guys who worked a lot of both WCW and WWE, your Chris Jerichos, your Chris Benoits, your Eddie Guerreros, your Stevie Richards, your Rey Mysterios and all that. So we will go into that and tell you he's the Chris Benoit replacement. And definitively tell you when the guy had the better run. So you don't need to worry about it anymore, because I know you have been.
And I have a very special topic that I would like to discuss next time, which is why black wrestlers can't be champions or the face of the company.
Yes. Yeah, so those are the points we'll hit next time, so hopefully you're interested in at least one of those three, and hopefully all three of those three, so you listen to the whole thing and not just part of it. But we're not going to tell you which part's which, so you have to do weird fast-forwarding in order to hear the part you want. So you should probably just listen to the whole thing. Anyway, we're coming in at a tight hour 16 today, so I think that's pretty solid, considering we've gone 4 hours before.
Oh, yeah, but that's because we're drunk.
Yeah. So, we'll call it at right about an hour 17. And any
amazing
plugs? Hair or otherwise? Hair, butt, or otherwise?
I don't think we have any plugs, really, because we don't have any wrestling going on unless you live in the Seattle area and want to come out and watch us fist fight each other and slap each other around like little girls.
Come out for some Friday night sissy fights.
Friday night sissy fights.
In 3-2-1 battle in the Seattle, Washington area, Capitol Hill. Friday nights. And
every Friday night.
Not every Friday night.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I feel like it's every Friday night.
If it is, I've been missing a lot of shows.
Oh, me too.
And and we have as of this month, 1 year of backlogged footage to put up, which I will hopefully be getting up in my aforementioned off time from work in the next few weeks, so we can I hope to get most of it done and then released regularly from there on until we catch up. So look forward to a whole bunch of footage of us in 3-2-1 from December 2014 through now. That'll be at the Blue Thunder Video channel on YouTube. Go to bluethundervideo.com for my tapes. Which is about accurate, because last time I updated the site was 2010, but I may bite the bullet and update 5 years of wrestling that I've acquired.
Because you've got nothing better to do with your time?
Because I've got nothing better to do with my time. So we'll see if that happens. That's not a guarantee. And otherwise, bluethundervideo.com /VCW for all of VCW related things. And yeah, that's all I know about.
Don't follow us on Twitter.
Don't follow us on Twitter. Facebook.com/ I think it's Scott Henson VCW or VCW Scott Henson. I can't remember.
Big Cat.
It's Big Cat Scott Henson. Search that and you'll find it. I think it's Scott Henson VCW.
Yeah.
And Facebook.com/Drusarian.
That's the one.
That's the one. Go to those.
That's where you can find me posting pictures of Kelly Summers' penis.
Yep.
For bears to look at.
Yeah, for bears to put on weird Tumblr pages.
Well, we know our market, and we play to it.
Absolutely. I think we do a pretty good job of playing to that. So, plugs aside, I think that's it. And until next time, WrestleMania 32 is a shithead, although I feel like I'm wasting that for next time because I'm going to say it next time, too.
Oh, God, Conor McGregor's a shithead.
Yeah, he kind of is.